My name is Parman Turdush. I'm from East Turkestan. Now I'm reporting from Turkey, Istanbul. I'm also Canadian citizen. I left from my country in 2000, and my country name is East Turkestan. Now it's dominated in Chinese names by Xinjiang. Eastern Turkestan is bordered with the Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and Tibet, and China. Eastern Turkestan was independent 1933 and 1944. In 1949 is occupied by China's Communist Party. Since then is occupied by China. So since last 70 years, since 1949 is China's Communist Party is migrated to Eastern Turkestan. A lot of Chinese people until now 2019, and still they're migrating a lot of Chinese nation. There's a lot of Chinese people now because in East Turkestan is very important to the China to open to the western gate to connecting to the Europe. So that's why they try to ethnic cleansing all local people and migrating to the Chinese nation. Last 10 years, the China has become economic power. They're investing a lot of Muslim countries around the world, and Muslim countries, the believing is China as having as economic and diplomatic strong relation, and they don't speak up about our problem. Since 2001, September 11, China is giving to wrong information to oversee, and a lot of they detained a lot of Muslim people and they killed it inside Eastern Turkestan. And outside the world believed to the China that time because I was Muslim. And Eastern Turkestan having no internet connection, you cannot open YouTube, you cannot open Facebook and WhatsApp, and also and local people doesn't have a passport, and they cannot go. They don't have a free travel, free travel, and last 2 years a lot of people has been detained, and even on the street, big cities, for example, Urumqi, Kashgar, Gulca, Korla, Turpan, and Kumul.
Selamünaleyküm cemaat. Biz şu anda Amsterdam meydanındayız. Abdurrahim Gani abimizin tek kişilik protestosunu ziyarete geldik. Burada Çinlilerin Doğu Türkistan'da yaptığı zulmü kısaca bir anlatmak istiyoruz. Başta bu haritalardan başlayalım. Burası Doğu Türkistan. 1949'a kadar müstakil bir devletti. 1949'dan sonra Çin burayı el aldı. Daha önce mesela buradaki haritalarda gördüğümüz gibi bu Doğu Türkistan haritası ve Çin hükümeti ele aldıktan sonra Sincan'a çevirdi. Şu an Sincan'a çevirdikten sonra Aton'un bölgesi olarak geçiyordu ama şu anda Aton'un bölgesinden de hiçbir etki tesir kalmadı çünkü
a lot of big cities and streets empty. You cannot see the local people. You can see all the Chinese nation and various people is going on. What's happening? And all been detained, and many secret prison inside Eastern Turkestan. Before 1917, it was in big Turkestan. As Russia, Stalin, communists is attacking to the Turkestan, and the east side Chinese communists attack to the two communism attacking to the whole Turkestan. And the Western Turkestan is occupied by Russia, and East Turkestan is occupied by China. And since Gorbachev was president of Russia, 1990, the Western Turkestan was independent, like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan. And Eastern Turkestan is still under control in China's communists. And because the Chinese Communist Party is sold out, Chinese communists giving to, because corrupted country, and they're giving to poor countries like economic helping, diplomatic helping to some African countries, some Muslim countries, and that's why. And the last month in UN and the more European countries against the China because abusing to the human rights in China and Tibetan and our Eastern Turkestan people and some poor countries, and they never said, they didn't speak up nothing. They said the Chinese is right because the Chinese is right. Why we complaining over to China? That's why our Eastern Turkestan people who living in North America and Turkey and Europe, they trying to make himself like a social media, trying to make friendship with the BBC reporters, CNN, and social media, and giving them like some true document as like me.
Hamdi Feyzi'ye çıktı.
Kadir'din. Bu Acem Zülfiye. Bu Acem Subunur. Bu Patikut Apam. Bunlar bilen 2 yıldan beri alakamız üzülüp kaldı. Bunların erken hayatta yalkı Xitaylarının durumsuzda ikenlikini bilmeyotimiz. Amerika, Suudi Arabistan, Türkiye hükümetinden ve dünyadaki kişilik hukuk teşkilatlarından ötürü sorayım. Tutuklarımdan izidini kılıçıp durumlar.
Thank you for having me today. And those map behind me, a map of East Turkestan. And the blue marketplaces, all big cities of East Turkestan, is mass detained Uyghur people of those cities.
And also I will tell all African continent and all African brothers and sisters, and I tell about the East Turkestanian experience, about the communist China, and never trust China communist terrorist state and China's lying people. They went to your country. They give, first of all, they given to trying to helping you and trying to give you good opportunity, and the final after slowly they selling the fake stuff and fake food and poisoning in your country people, and never trust them because they are not believers. They don't have any religion. They are non-religious people. And those people in Eastern Turkestan is all missing. They are musicians and teachers and businessmen and sportsmen and professor and more than them and missing. We just get some pictures and the photo, some information, from people who missing in Eastern Turkestan, and most of them you couldn't get it yet. Chinese made a small rice factory in Africa, and they make it plastic rice. They're poisoning African people.
The Gambia, did you guys see the news about Chinese factory known as Golden Lead dumping waste from their processing plant into the shores of Gambia? I was like, what? Knowingly trying to destroy the environment. You guys know that Gambia is right by the ocean, and it's actually known as the smiling coast of Africa. It's very beautiful, and fishing is a huge part of their livelihood. More than 200,000 people in the Gambia rely on fishing. But now the fishes are dying, and not just the small ones, the big ones. A dolphin was recently washed off the beach. Can you imagine?
Leadership is not a popularity contest. Leadership is about always doing what is in the best interest of the organization you are serving. Leaders get paid to make the difficult decisions, but many leaders don't really know how to lead. They waste time trying to satisfy the agenda of others, rather than focusing on the goals and objectives of the organization and people they serve. It's been extremely difficult for me to find information on the Uyghur people suffering from persecution, a people without a leader, and even more to the point, a group of people being ignored by every leader on the planet, including our very own. Though the reports from Xinjiang have sparked outrage around the world, Erdogan, Rouhani, Imran Khan, Hasina Sheikh, Mohammed Abdullahi Mohammed, Abdulaziz Bouteflika, and everyone else have been silent.
You spoke about support for the Palestinian people, for example, reaffirming support for the Palestinian people. You're doing business with China. Does that mean you can't criticize them when it comes to what they're doing to the Uyghurs and putting possibly 1 million Uyghur Muslims in re-education camps that look like concentration camps?
I do not know the exact situation of this.
If we don't know the exact situation, then we need to find out what's going on. News of persecution faced by millions of Chinese Uyghur Muslims seized headlines last year. Even I was confused about the situation, but today I've uncovered many things that I will share with you. Initially, the situation was sparked by Reuters, who started to report on it. I instantly dismissed the reports because I don't usually trust Reuters. But then questions came into my mind in regards to Uyghurs in Syria. But I finally put the pieces together. They are suffering from persecution. United Nations commissions heard that as many as 2 million had been interned in re-education camps in the Xinjiang province in western China. Human rights groups said the camps' inmates were being forced to renounce their faith and swear loyalty to the Chinese Communist Party, and former prisoners from the camps even reported that they had been tortured. Turkey has always helped and supported the Uyghur Muslims, but today Ankara is silent on the matter. This is due to the Turkish economy, which has faced an extremely difficult 12 months, and foreign investments, including the $3.6 billion promised by a Chinese bank last year, is vital to keep the economy afloat. This is pretty much the same with Pakistan. Due to business, Imran Khan isn't saying much either. Uyghurs are not terrorists. Some did go to Syria, but they were mainly lured by the Chinese government, so the Chinese can point the finger and say, see, look, the Uyghurs are terrorists. This is not true. The Uyghurs have been played in this instance. The problems in the Xinjiang province started when Chinese Premier Mao Zedong invaded the area Uyghurs call East Turkestan. It was never a part of China to begin with, and now China is trying to brush the truth under the carpet by painting the Uyghurs as terrorists. China is guilty, and the entire world must unite to raise this as a concern. Today, I can firmly say, without any reservations, East Turkestan is another Palestine. It is a legitimate cause, and being silent on the matter is criminal.